Welcome to GolfCast Original Series, the 3-hole throwdown. This week we have Rob Fales versus Brian Bailie at Birdwood Golf Course. In this week's podcast, we're going to call it the Signature Hole Challenge. At Birdwood Golf Course, there's 2 signature holes, 16 and 17. So Rob and I were out filming, and we'll bring it to you. It's some great conversation, some good golf by Rob, and then, of course, me playing as well. So have fun, enjoy, and again, we'll be bringing you more series like this inside of GolfCast.
Hey there, GolfCast Nation. It's Brian Bailie here. We are doing the 3-hole challenge, and currently we're at Birdwood Golf Course. I'm here with Rob Fales, one of the lead instructors inside of the academy, and he's giving us a little bit of time, and we're actually going to attack this golf course, and we're actually going to play head-to-head, and there'll be a pour at the end, possibly, for the winner. So, Rob, just give a quick introduction and give us a little idea of the golf hole we're getting ready to play.
Yeah, so we're here at Birdwood Golf here in Charlottesville. It's the 16th hole, short par 4. It's one of the best holes on the golf course. It used to actually come the opposite direction. So the green used to be actually where we're standing now, and the tee was where the green currently is.
Yep.
You've got probably about a 240 carry if you go kind of towards that huge tree at the end. Just because we're trying to get it down there as far as possible, we can take out penalty areas actually if we go ahead and send driver. And we're going to hold up fingers to try to get us, plenty of room within our dispersion and see if we can get a ball on the green and a birdie opportunity.
Yeah, there we go. And so the fun part of the game is we're going to play score, but we're also going to do if for some reason we tie, and I don't think Rob will, he'll beat the hell out of me. But if we do tie, then we're going to go kind of an offense and defense point system and see who actually wins. So a little bit of fun there. But yeah, let's take a crack at this hole here. And I have not warmed up. And the last time I played, I actually hit shanks. Right. So this could be fun. But I'm a gamer.
Big game hunter.
I'm a big game hunter. Got to get me excited. Oh, maybe we should just play Captain's Choice. That's beautiful. But here's the beauty of magic and cinema. I might have 12 cuts here. I might not have 12 golf balls, but I might have 12 opportunities.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That was a pretty good skip. Okay, take 2.
Take 2.
But no, it's yeah, I played with my son and a father-son, and after about the 3rd hole, I just had shanks. I've never shanked in my entire life.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had like 4 of them during the day, and I just started laughing. I was like, I have no clue. I have no clue. But it was so funny. I started shanking. Alright, I'm just gonna leave these running so it makes it easier to mirror them. Alright, so as we're doing
go ahead.
So as we're doing a little bit of driving, give us a little rundown on Birdwood. Give us kind of idea how the academy works and stuff like that.
Yeah, so home of UVA men's and women's golf. Got a huge redo. Davis Love III just came in 3-4 years ago and basically completely redid the property. Now there's a huge short game area as soon as you drive in. 6-hole par 3 golf course, championship course, pretty much almost all new holes. There's a couple that are very similar. Hole 1, hole 14, now 18, which was number 9 before. 2 similar, so really 14, pretty much exactly brand new holes. And then the academy, Hunter Brown's our director of instruction. I'm also one of the lead instructors for the academy, and then we have a junior golf director. Her name's Casey Torres. We do pretty much all year round academy. Starting to get into maybe some more long-term coaching. Hopefully this spring we're going to try and roll out because
I'm back.
We've
I appreciate that.
Just a little jab, right?
That was a little. Yeah, I get you. It's all right.
My attention was on what I was talking about, not driving to your golf ball.
No, I got you. I feel you. I feel the pain. I feel the pain.
I can hold the camera.
I'll just set it here.
Yep.
Here, you can hold the other one. How's that? All right, what yardage do I have here, do you think?
All right.
It's running. I just left it running. Is there a...
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Technology.
Yeah, I don't use it. I'm old. 100?
107 to the flag. So to that false front, probably 104.
All right. I got this shot. Quirky little eye. Oh, a little thin, but got away with it. Oh, I feel terrible. Feel terrible.
Had any whiskey last night, Brian?
No, shit, no. I wish. I got my wisdom tooth pulled yesterday. I'm not allowed to drink for a couple days.
You were telling me that.
Yeah, no, God, no. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I was like, I line everything up within like 3 days of each other. That's what I do. Just get it all done. But yeah, no, it's yeah. Whiskey would have been a good excuse.
Yeah.
I didn't have one. But
I'll just go ahead and shoot it again.
here you go, I'll take the camera.
All right.
So walk us through this. What are you thinking on this?
Yeah, so 46. I really want to probably try to fly it pretty much on 46 because that false front there, it will come back. So it's not a full shot penalty, but it kind of almost is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and try to fly it at it and then take something in a little high to see if I can get it to stop as close as I can while making sure I cover that
Gotcha.
false front. We're going 58. Ball's a little above the feet. So I might have to aim just a smidge right of it from this distance. Work. It's kind of a rare shot. Usually I don't really tend to use 58 outside of about 40 yards. But sometimes if you get something like that where it's cut way in the front and you're just trying to get something to stop as quickly as you can, you do that from time to time.
Look at my bad miss. Pretty good miss.
Yeah, you can cut it from there.
I could. It'd probably be the smart play. Let's chip it. Let's chip it. All right. Take that one.
Yep.
About, if I run continuously, about 2.5 hours. So we'll be able to, I'll stop it at each hole.
Charge pretty quick.
Yeah, you get an 80% charge in about, I don't know, probably about an hour. Yeah. Ooh, I'm definitely gonna putt that. That is wet.
Yeah.
That is wet.
Is it into the grain, down grain?
It is into the grain a lot.
It's gonna be real slow.
Yeah.
I did a little test out here one day to just down grain versus into grain.
Yeah.
It is nuts.
Is it?
The end of the grain absolutely destroys it.
Huh. Let's do a cool read here. All right, I know where I'm aiming. Let's rip this thing. Probably have to hit this harder than I hit that driver. Ooh, that came off that hill a lot.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Putt, though.
Yeah, I'll take it. Have to, right? Have to take it. It's the rules.
You don't have a choice whether or not you choose.
Those are the rules.
I like that.
Well, if Rob's nice and allows me to have a mulligan,
Yes.
yes, perfect. I'm in contention.
Man, that is really flat.
Hardest putt in golf.
0. Right at it.
Hardest putt in golf.
All right, I got about 15 feet straight down the hill, so I need to hit probably about like a 10-footer. Aim center of the hole. Now look. Oh, start a little left, I think. I think it's pretty straight.
Yeah, good par from 40 yards. That's the way you're supposed to play the hole. This is the way most of us play the hole.
That's another way. That's another way.
It's another way to play the hole.
Yeah.
That's why I have all these gray hairs. All these gray hairs come from my golf.
Well judged.
That was pretty good. That's called just being an athlete. Trusting what you think it's going to do.
Just being elite.
Yeah, just being an athlete, man. I think a lot of people a lot of times in golf, get a little too carried away with trying to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know, so to me, it's just.
Yeah, it's such a good point. I mean, it's like this. It's human nature, isn't it? Like we were brought up, like especially in the education system and everything, to think that you're not supposed to make an error.
Yeah.
Error is bad. No, it's not. That's literally how we learn anything.
Yeah.
So I love the quote you gave me. I've been using this a lot in my coaching. It's better to be decisive and incorrect than indecisive and correct, because if you're decisive and incorrect, then the error is gonna help you out.
Yep.
Right. If it's you might get the benefit from being correct that one time, but long term your process is not gonna get better.
I completely agree with that. The more the feedback loop there is, the better. Signature holes.
Signature holes, honestly, at Birdwood. I mean, it's hard to beat these two back to back. Really good little downhill par 3. I got 193 to
Woo! Get a hit driver again.
Yeah. 193, probably playing 6 or 7 yards down.
All right. Was that a pitching wedge for you?
Are we? It's not really doing much, is it?
No, it doesn't seem to be.
So we're going to go 187 on the number.
And that is definitely a sucker pin placement.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, there's definitely a hazard running down the whole left side of the hole.
We're going to a little chippy 6 here.
Chippy
Still
6.
Still early. We haven't warmed up yet.
To be young. How old are you now, Rob?
I'm going to be turning 30.
Oh my goodness.
Hunter and I and my buddy Seth Mers, who I coached with at Carmel, then Charlotte. One of my students is a member at Cypress.
Okay.
So we're going to be going down over
Sweet.
to Monterey Peninsula in
Nice.
late September to play some golf. So
Nice.
we're pumped. So this is one where, again, I've trained on the range. I know kind of what the width of my fingers need to be to where I can get basically 4 out of 5 shots in there. I know on the course it's not going to be 4 out of 5, right? So I want to make sure that this entire dispersion is not really touching that penalty area, which is going to take me a good solid about 2 fingers right of that flag.
Yeah.
I don't feel any wind right to left, so we're going to go ahead and send it there and see what happens. Oh, pulled it. Catch a piece.
I think you're gonna be all right. Yeah.
Hopefully hung up.
Yeah, I think so.
That's why you pick a good target.
Yeah. The worst thing you can do is pick a bad target, hit a great shot, and end up in a hazard.
Correct.
Coach college golf for a lot of years. I've seen many of those. Many of those.
Yeah, that's again just probably a little left to where you're targeting, but great shot.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, great shot.
Thank you. I'm warmed up now.
Hey, if you're warmed up after 2 full
I'm warmed up now.
You're still young.
Yeah, no, I think I'm young.
You're still young.
I got t-shirts older than you. I literally do.
Oh boy.
But it's all good. No. So give us a little background. How did you kind of get into golf?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Yeah, so just like everyone, like when you grow up, you want to play on tour, you want to win the Masters, you want to play professionally, right? So that's where I really had my sights on. And then pretty honestly, I'd say probably in high school, I started to realize something about myself, and that I was way more curious about golf than I was really just kind of wanted to stay in my own lane and just, put my head down and just get better at what I was doing. So there's a double-edged sword to that, because that curiosity can definitely pay dividends, but you get to a point to where the curiosity doesn't always help. So you started just like coaching, right? You don't really know what you're doing early on, and I started getting ideas and influences, watching videos. Oh, I had no idea you had to do it this way, right?
Yeah.
So I started changing everything about what I'm doing, and then lo and behold, kind of fell into more of a just more because that's what I was enjoying. I enjoyed that search, kind of that curiosity side of it.
Yeah.
So I decided to not go ahead and play college golf. I went to PGA Golf Management.
Gotcha.
Finding my wife, married my wife, was my number one. Number three is probably decided to get a fun from the PGA. So I went on internships, really just further fell in love with coaching, and then started teaching full time right out of school.
That's cool. You got a nice little lie over there. I like that.
Fun. So again, this is it's actually not going to be that bad. I just got to figure out how fast it's going to come out.
Well, if you do fall backwards, we can go viral.
Okay.
Just you're just gonna throw that in there. People love those golf fails. Oh, look at that. That is what we would call a success.
That was fortunate. That could have easily come out like a knuckleball flyer, but it actually came out soft.
Oh, that's halfway there, isn't it? Needless to say, my golf course greens are a little slower than this. A little scared on that one.
The Green Hills running right now?
Oh, they're so slow right now. Played with Gavin, and they were probably 8s or 9s. So he was struggling because he'd been playing out here so much.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, it's easy. Now I'm out here and I'm like, uh-oh. I was pulling that putter back. I was like, uh-oh, think. No, the putt I had on the last hole was more like Green Hills. Yeah. Oh, I shoved that. Uh-oh, bogey. 3 putt. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Nice, good par. Got away with that one.
I did. That was the golf gods kind of.
You gotta appreciate those.
Yeah, no, I started working at Carmel Country Club. Jason Sutton kind of gave me my first break, so really grateful to him and everything he taught me, and met one of my best friends. Actually, like I was just telling you, going to go and spend some time for my birthday weekend, Seth Murs, and we always would come back up because I'm from Harrisonburg, about an hour away.
Yeah.
My wife and I would come up during holidays, and every time we come back up here, we're like, man, it's nice. And Charlottesville, Harrisonburg, this whole area is just really, really nice. And so this opportunity came open, and we jumped on it, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, great. What kind of, inside of the golf, I guess, industry, kind of teaching, what parts do you enjoy most?
Yeah. I would say the relationships that you build, like the fact that, I got to meet you through what I do is a really, really big perk. Because you've helped me as much as anybody in my coaching, and just, really enjoyed spending time with you, and kind of got me to think about things more from kind of like a performance first standpoint, and kind of work back, which is, why do people come and see you? Because they want to perform better. Right?
Majority.
So starting with, hey, what do they need? What do they actually need to get better?
Yeah.
Is kind of, starting there and getting a really good understanding of what people actually need to do to get better.
And I would say most players don't have a clue.
No.
And I would even say most coaches struggle in that same format.
Yeah.
I've talked with enough coaches, from tour coaches to college coaches to PGA teachers, and just the lack of understanding of what it takes to move people is quite interesting.
Interesting is a nice way to say it.
Quite interesting. But I was the same way before I knew. You don't know until you know, right?
You don't know. As a player, and you see it now, like from coaching. Every time someone comes to see you, they want you to, put them on camera.
Yeah.
Take a look. Oh, okay. Here's a position that I need you to hit.
Position golf.
And if you can just hit this position, it's going to guarantee that you get the outcomes that you want. And so it's just swing, 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 swing first. And it's not even a swing. It's like it's a caricature. It's a positional caricature of a swing. So it's not even. It's disrespectful to even call it swing first.
Yeah. You get to this position, but how did you get there? And your body can get there in 3,000 different ways.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I agree.
So you don't know what you don't know, and when your eyes start to open up to, wait, that's just a part of it.
Yep.
Right? There's a whole lot more that goes into it.
Being inquisitive is the key.
You start to be able to move players with a whole lot less invasiveness.
Yep.
And while allowing them to kind of stay who they are.
Yeah.
Right. There's a level of honesty to that, where you're not out there trying to do what someone else thinks you should do.
Yeah, like Scotty Scheffler, I think, is the best. Like, you watch his footwork.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
No coach in the 90s would allow that footwork to stand.
Yeah.
Because everything has to be grounded, everything has to be banked.
Yeah.
Like, this is the way you have to do it. Yeah. And now it's like the last swing he had he was like dancing, like his foot was forward. And I'm like, that's so beautiful to watch. But he's the best ball striker on tour by a mile.
Yeah.
But nobody would teach that.
Right.
Jim Furyk, weird looking, loopy, was literally probably the best iron player for a decade.
Yeah.
Like, I think he was the first to shoot 59. Like, doesn't hit it far. He hits his 3-wood as straight as Tiger would hit his 3-iron, distance-wise, but just who they were. So again, people get so hung up on, if I can do this.
If I can just do this, it'll guarantee.
Yeah, there's no guarantee. Yeah.
There's no guarantee.
No.
So podcast fans, I hope this was enjoyable and educational. I know the video wasn't quality-wise, it wasn't where I wanted it. This was our first go at it. Again, I'm a one-man show, so the next time it'll be a little bit better. Rob and I are going to go out and refilm the hardest 2 holes on each side. The golf course was slammed that day, so getting out and finding these holes made it a little bit challenging. And there's some cool pieces that are coming that will kind of add on to this. So again, this was our first foray into the 3-hole throwdown, which became a 2-hole signature game. Rob, of course, beat me. I shot 1 over. He was even. And I had a mulligan, so God, he whooped me. So it was fun. I enjoyed Rob being out there. I love learning from him, and I hope, again, for everybody that listens to this series in the future, that you'll take away some fun on the golf course, but more so the banter between coaches on how to make your game improve and become better players. So that is our goal. So thank you again for joining us inside of the 3-hole throwdown, and I look forward to bringing you more of these from all around the country as this series grows. Thank you.